Welcome everyone to another episode of Career Talks. In this episode, I wanted to quickly talk about few important things with respect to Azure Cloud, especially deciding a career path in Azure and deciding what certification or certification path you can take in Azure Cloud. So this is a live webinar, and the recordings will be later made available in the YouTube channel, Cse Cafe. Please subscribe and then watch it. We will quickly discuss about a few things, including how to get started with Azure Cloud certifications, how to decide on the right career path, and also towards the end, we will see how to prepare for the right job with the future resume approach. Quickly about me. So I'm a Northern architect and a tech evangelist. I'm a Microsoft certified trainer. Written a couple of books. I've got this award of Best Cloud Computing Book of All Time last year. These are some of my important certifications. I've not listed all of them. Okay, so that said, let me quickly go into the important part. Okay, how to choose a career path in Azure. Okay, so first of all, first question I ask anybody who asks me this question is whether they like programming or they are willing to learn programming. Okay, so there are people who never got a chance to do programming. Okay, for them, I always suggest, okay, try learning it. If you are not able to do it, okay, leave it. Without development, there is no DevOps, or without development, there is no operations or testing or administration or other things. Okay, somebody has to develop. So then only we have all the other things that are there that fits together and then help us build software and then run software. Okay, so that said, you are completely free to opt out of programming if you do not like, or if you feel like it is not for you. And for them, there are a lot of other options also available. And second question is development experience necessary for becoming an architect? Okay, and the best place to start looking for details is Azure Solutions Architect certification page itself. So first of all, to understand what all the certifications are supported in Azure, you can simply search Azure certifications, and then you can browse the certifications that are available in Azure. You can explore these things easily by yourself. One of the questions that we just discussed, right? So is development experience necessary for becoming an architect? Okay, most people come to this page. Okay, most people come to this page, and then what they do is they scroll down, okay, towards this skills measured, and then they prepare, and then they take certification. Okay, so this particular certification needs 2 exams, 303 and 304. So you can definitely clear it and get the certified badge, which I showed my badge in the beginning, right? So similarly, you can also get a certification badge. But one thing that many people miss out is actually reading through this paragraph, which is, or a couple of paragraphs, which is there at the beginning. The candidates for the Azure Solutions Architect Expert certification should have subject matter expertise in designing and implementing solutions that run on Microsoft Azure, including aspects like compute, network, storage, and security. Candidates should have intermediate level skills for administrating Azure. Candidates should understand Azure development and DevOps processes. Okay, so the responsibilities for this role include advising stakeholders and translating business requirements into secure, scalable, and reliable cloud solutions. This is also something which many people ignore. Okay, as a Azure architect, or any architect for that matter, it is not only about clearing certifications or having some technical knowledge. You also need to have good communication skills. Communication skills, I do not mean only a good grammar and error-free grammar. Okay, it is mostly about conveying the things that you need to convey effectively to all the stakeholders. Okay, and Azure Solutions Architect partners with the cloud administrators, cloud DBAs, and clients to improve solutions. Here also, you definitely have to have a good communication skill to talk to people. Okay, and then again, if you continue to read, a candidate for this certification should have advanced experience and knowledge of IT operations, including networking, virtualization, identity security, business continuity, disaster recovery, data platform budgeting, governance, and this role should manage how decisions in each area affect an overall solution. In addition, this role should have expert level skills in Azure administration and have experience with Azure development and DevOps processes. Okay, so you need to have development experience, administration experience and skills, DevOps experience, lot of things. Okay, so then only you can be an actual good architect. Plus you need to have good communication skills also. Okay, so towards the end, I will tell you, okay, how you can achieve these things. And if you go into another track, which is the DevOps solutions. So candidates for this exam should have subject matter expertise working with people, processes, technologies to continuously deliver business value. Okay, so here also people skills are important, whether you are an architect or whether you are a DevOps engineer. That is something which you cannot only learn from tutorials. It is like learning to ride a bicycle or learning to swim. Only by learning along with people and then implementing it and practicing it regularly, you can become better on it. Okay, so responsibilities for this role include designing and implementing strategies for collaboration, code infrastructure, source control, security, compliance, continuous integration, testing, delivery, monitoring, and feedback. So this is mostly talking about this particular exam, AZ 400. This particular exam alone will not give you a certification. What you have to do is you have to take one more certification. So even though it is mentioned as a prerequisite, you can take it in any order. You can first take 400 and then take the other prerequisites, or you can take a prerequisite and then take 400. Okay, so if you come here and then read, it will be very clear. Candidates for the DevOps Engineer Expert certification should have subject matter expertise working with the people, processes, technologies, all those things that we already saw. See this last sentence. A candidate for the certification must be familiar with both administration and development and must be an expert in at least one of these areas. Okay, so DevOps Engineer Expert actually gives you an option. Okay, you can choose whether I want to go into development. You need to have exposure to both. Okay, you need to have exposure to both administration and development, and knowledge of both would be very good. But you should be an expert in at least one of these. Okay, it could be either administration or it could be a developer. Okay, so if you are into programming and if you are a developer, then definitely you can go with the developer certification, which is AZ 204. And if you are somebody who does not like programming, then what you can go for is AZ 104. I just missed out one of the most important certifications, that is the fundamentals certification. Many people tell that, okay, there is no need for a fundamental certification. You can directly go into Azure 104 or 204 or whatever specializations you have. As a good architect, you need to have both breadth of knowledge and depth of knowledge. Okay, depth is something that you get by learning a particular area deeper. Okay, becoming an expert in an area. It could be any area. Most of the certifications make you an expert or near expert in any one particular area. For example, 104 is for administrators. 204 makes you a good developer. So similarly, 500. Okay, so we'll see some of them later. So 500 will specialize on security. DP203 will specialize you on data engineering. And there are specializations for AML, data science. There are a lot of specializations. But all of these specializations increases your depth in that particular area, but do not increase your breadth. Okay, breadth is where you know about all the things. Okay, so fundamentals is one place you can definitely start with if you are completely new to cloud or Azure cloud. So 25% of the syllabus is definitely cloud independent. Okay, it is generally talking about a cloud, and then only it goes into Azure cloud. It will be definitely a good place to start. I'm not telling you need to take a certification, but at least you need to go through the course, any course. So it could be a free YouTube course, or it could be a paid course, or it could be something else. Okay, it could be a live interactive course. Okay, I personally prefer live courses because I can ask the instructor whatever doubts I have then and there and get it clarified, because it increases your breadth of knowledge. I have seen people changing their decision on taking a path, whether 104 or 204, whatever it is, after taking fundamentals, because after fundamentals you are in a better shape to decide on what career path you want to take. Okay, and after that you can decide, okay, what specialization I want to take. Your interest and skills in development is another important factor. For example, if you like development, there are a lot of options. If you do not like development, then also there are options. So if you are not great in development, you still have to learn a little bit of scripting and all to survive, because without no scripting, without no programming, it is very difficult to survive these days, because nobody will be actually going to your admin Azure portal and then doing all the things manually. People automate it. So that is why the administrators normally continue their administration journey with DevOps certification and DevOps learning. So that is why even Microsoft has set that path. If you see here, so the administrator certification followed by the DevOps certification gives you the DevOps engineer expert certificate. And after administration, if you want to specialize on security, okay, so you can definitely go into security. Security is something which is very, very hot in market today. So I'll be having a special study group for security. So if anybody is interested, you can definitely let me know. I'll talk towards and how to join the study group. So study groups are nothing but a group of people coming together and then learning things. It is not a course. It is just people coming together, sharing their knowledge. Maybe we will pick up one topic and then everybody will prepare and then share their knowledge, because everybody understands things differently and everybody may have had experience with these things differently in their work. Okay, so all those things combined, you can learn a lot. As I always say, it is a fact that there is not enough time in today's world to learn everything from your own mistakes and your own experiences. So you have to definitely learn from others' experiences and others' mistakes too. And if you are somebody from data background, because cloud is something which is not a replacement for whatever you are doing. It should actually go in line with whatever you are doing. So then it can actually do better in your resume, because you are not throwing away your existing experience, you are just adding to it. So I have just listed a few of these here. So definitely you can read through all these certifications to start with. So there are many certifications, if you see here, with many different names. Okay, so this you can just Google it out, come here, filter for Azure, and then go through it. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can always contact me through our community groups or Facebook groups. Our groups have more than 60,000 people in Facebook. But again, our study groups have only 300 plus serious learners. Imagine that all these decisions have been made. And after that, how do you start prepare? Okay, preparing for certification is definitely the easiest part of all, because you have to just come here, you see the skills measured and you learn. And most people I know will go for some course that is teaching you these things, and then they just do it. Let us take a DevOps certificate, for example. Okay, so if you look into any real job requirement, you see that, okay, so these are not the only things that are needed from a DevOps engineer role. You need to have also other things such as maybe Terraform, knowledge of Ansible. So those things you can definitely learn alongside interested people in community study groups, or you can plan for it using the concept of future resume. Okay, what is this future resume? Okay, so if you go into your LinkedIn profile, so I have just gone into my LinkedIn profile. I would suggest everybody to have a LinkedIn profile because these days most recruiters actually prefer people having a LinkedIn profile, because they can know what they are doing, because CV could be anything, because this is something which is public, right? Because your CV and resume, you have uploaded it to some job portal and you are directly sending it to a interviewer. You are having this profile open. Okay, your current employer and future employer both can see it. Okay, so I cannot say that, okay, I am a principal architect at a company unless I am one, because my company people are also there in the contact, right? Most of the recruiters these days even do not even go into such portals. They come to your LinkedIn profile and then see your activity, understand more about you, and then contact you maybe directly through LinkedIn profile itself. You have these jobs here. Okay, the first part is the premium part. Okay, so this recommendations come based on your LinkedIn profile. So you can see that, okay, so since I am a principal architect, most of my job roles are related. Okay, either it is principal architect or IT architect or engineering director. Okay, so it could be a similar role or something of next level. And then you can, so based on all these things, you can go into each of these and then read. It will tell you, okay, what are the key responsibilities, what are the requirements. Okay, so you can analyze, okay, so these are the key requirements. Do I have those capabilities now, or can I in some way attain that capabilities in next maybe 6 months? So you pick up those things that you believe you can do, and then put into a different resume, okay, called future resume. Do not share it with any recruiter. Okay, this is for your own purpose only. Okay, and then similarly go through all the other things also, because you might get 1 point from here, you might get another point from another one. So you can go through all these things and then prepare a resume with all the wonderful things that you believe you can achieve in next 3 to 6 months. And once you do that, you can have a buddy or a friend, as in the case of going to gym. If you have a accountability partner, I would call accountability partner, it is always more effective than doing things on your own. Okay, so try to have an accountability partner, or if you are not getting one, even join for a course which has some kind of mentoring. Okay, so if you look into YouTube or video courses that are available in Udemy or most of the platforms, so they will teach you, but they don't come with a coaching program. Today it is Independence Day in India. So few days back, we had another happiness on our way, in the form of Neeraj Chopra, who won the gold medal. And he was not doing self-learning, or he was not doing any kind of experimentation, right? So he went to the best person he could get, and then he learned from that best person. Okay, so I believe that helped a lot. Okay, so even if you take cricket, okay, Sachin Tendulkar is considered as god of cricket by many people, right? Even Sachin Tendulkar, the god of cricket, had a coach. Okay, so same is the case with any sports. Okay, even if he is the best in the world, even if the coach is not as good as that person, still that person always have a coach. Either have an accountability partner or have a coach, or if you do not want any of those things, be your own coach. Okay, be your own coach, and then give a schedule for yourself, and then make you follow it. In any way, you need to have a target, and you need to split them into smaller achievable goals, and then you need to achieve one step at a time. Okay, if you do not plan, what will happen is at the end of this 6 months, your future resume will be still a future resume. Okay, so at the end of the 6 months or 3 months or 4 months or 5 months or even a year, whatever you plan, your future resume should become a current resume. And for that to happen, you have to consistently work on things. So consistency is very much important. Okay, so what do you mean by consistency? It could be daily, or it could be weekly, or it could be monthly, but you have to do it consistently. And as long as you do it consistently, you will definitely find results. Yeah, I'm getting a question. Okay, so what if I am not able to achieve that goal? Okay, what if I am not able to achieve that goal? Okay, so it is very straightforward. If you tried and if you are not able to achieve that goal on time, just change your deadline. But again, it is always better to have a deadline rather than having no deadline at all. Okay, so you can definitely change your deadline later, but you still should have some kind of deadline. Let me go back to the presentation. How can I train myself to become a good architect? Focus on both depth and breadth of knowledge. We already discussed. Do not be a victim of the golden hammer problem. Okay. If only what you have is a hammer, whatever you have in front of you will look like a nail. What it means is that if you know certain things and do not know anything about other things, okay, so you try to put all of your problems into that solution. Okay, you as an architect, you will give only solutions that you know. Okay, maybe there is a better thing if you do it in another way. Okay, so you don't have to be an expert on those things. So nobody can be an expert on everything, right? But you should know that, okay, there is something like that. And whenever that question comes to you, you can say that, okay, this is a possibility from my experience. But again, you can definitely explore this other option. Maybe that may be better based on today's trends or based on your requirement. Definitely, you can do a POC and then figure out if that is really the best, and then you can take a call rather than only deciding, okay, this is something which I will do and only do. Okay, and then how can I improve my depth and breadth of knowledge? For depth, focus on any specific certification syllabus. For breadth, read a lot, attend meetups. We have 300 plus serious learners in our study group. So we join every day through Zoom calls or maybe alternative days. So we discuss in our WhatsApp groups, and we are soon thinking of moving from WhatsApp to another platform. Okay, but still, if you want to join this study group and explore, you can definitely try it out. Okay, so you just WhatsApp Azure study group to +91 74111 74113. Okay, so there is a question, any specific language? In my work, I work mostly with Java. Java and Azure developer works perfectly fine. So it is all up to you which programming language you choose. But in general, what I have seen is if you are a normal developer, then people choose languages such as Java and .NET. And if you are into a DevOps role, might go for something such as Python, along with scripting and other things. Okay, I hope there are no more doubts. Okay, it is very late for me. I'm feeling very sleepy actually. Okay, but still, I wanted to have this discussion because from tomorrow again, it is work days, and work days I'll be busy. Daily, we have sessions where we talk about systems design, how to improve things, how to design better systems, and a lot of other things that can help you in your day-to-day life as well as in your future career. If anybody would like to join our study groups, just message WhatsApp Azure or Java or study group to +91, which is India code, and then 74111 74113, and let us all learn together and then grow together. Bye bye. And if anybody of you would like to come as a panelist for future discussions, because in previous talk we had 3 panelists who talked about Azure administration in detail, which is episode 3. So you can definitely watch if you are a non-programmer person, and then if you want to know more about Azure administration, and also if you are somebody who is completely new to cloud, definitely see the episode on Road to Cloud. Bye bye for now. See you all in next career talk.